Hi guys, it's Krystal. I've missed you so much. I hope you guys missed me as well. So I am back at filming videos. It's been, I think, like 2 months since I filmed a video and maybe a little less since posting a video. And I had some pre-recorded videos. I just have not had time to edit, film, or anything. I mean, I did try to film like a couple videos here and there and I didn't end up liking them, so I chucked those. But yeah, it's been a while since I've filmed and edited a video and posted a video. And if you guys have been following me and watched like a couple of my last videos, I did mention why. Basically, work took over my life. At work, they lost an employee, so they needed some help, and I picked up some shifts because normally I work 1 day a week and I'm pretty much a stay-at-home mom. But I was working 3 days a week, and I can only film when my daughter's in preschool, but those were the days that I was working. So I was unable to film, and I should be back on track with filming now. I missed you guys so much. Although it was very nice and refreshing to take a break from YouTube, at the same time I missed it a lot. So I feel refreshed. I've been working out a lot. So I was working and I was working out a lot. I joined a new gym. I just have a lot of things going on, and I thought I would share them with you guys in this video. So before I get started, I just wanted to show you guys my new hair. Lots of new changes. So yeah, I just chopped my hair last week. This is May 27th today, Sunday, May 27th. And yeah, I was getting so sick of my hair, I decided to chop it off, and I had let my natural hair color grow out. It was almost all the way to here basically, and so I was like, you know what, I am ready for a change, because I was letting my natural hair color grow out, which was really nice. It just made my hair much healthier, but at the same time I was getting kind of tired of it, so I wanted to get some highlights, and I did more of like an ombre type look to my hair. And yeah, I chopped it off, and I didn't really do a long bob, although it might appear that way. I did actually have the front rounded out a little bit, but I'm enjoying it so far. So it's only been it's been less than a week. I think it's been less than a week, and I'm really enjoying it so far. Just feels much lighter, healthier, and I like it. It's a nice change. So anyway, that is my hair. I'm just gonna moisturize my skin, and this is also a moisturizing type primer. This is the Feel the Moment Anti-Aging Ultra Hydrating Primer from IT Cosmetics. This is one of my favorites. This is actually a backup because I did finish one of these already. The new one comes with a pump. So I just want to tell you what I'm using as I go along, but I'm just going to pretty much chat in this video. So yeah, lots of changes. I've been working a lot, and it has been nice. The extra money has been nice, but at the same time, I missed filming and editing and just having some me time, because I wasn't really getting that when working. Because my me time are getting like things done around the house. So usually when I get things done around the house, or even like certain errands, I like to do certain things without my daughter around. She's very, very strong-willed, and she likes to be by my side all the time. She will be 3 at the end of June. And I just felt like I couldn't do any of those things. Like I have some painting to do, painting some baseboards. I need to paint a guest bathroom, and just stuff like that. So I wasn't able to get any of that type of stuff done because I was working, and when I wasn't working, you know, she's with me. And don't get me wrong, I love spending lots of time with my daughter, which is why I choose to be a stay-at-home mom. I don't have to work full-time, which is, you know, nice, and I'm lucky about that. But it's like, I do enjoy a little bit of away time. I think every stay-at-home mom does. So anyway, it was nice working, but I'm glad to have kind of my time back. All right, so for foundation, I'm gonna use this new one by Makeup Revolution London. And I guess it's now just called Revolution Makeup, or just Revolution, I'm not really sure. I purchased mine in Ulta. It's number F6, and it's the Fast Base Stick Foundation. And I'm glad that I went in store and picked this up, because I think I would have picked the wrong shade. So this one looked more yellow compared to the other ones. I was able to swatch some testers, and I have used this once, but I'm still testing it out to see what I think about it. And it's funny because everybody seems like to talk about this saying it's dewy. When I use this, it did not seem very dewy at all. So I don't know if it's because of what I had underneath, but I do have more of a dewier serum underneath, so that should make it more dewy, I think. And it does have really nice coverage. Probably put too much on, actually. So other than working, I've been working out, and I know that I talked about this in a prior video. where I discussed how I kind of wanted to incorporate different types of videos on my channel, and I haven't really had a chance to do that. I have pre-recorded some, like I did do a pantry declutter kind of update, and I did film it. I just haven't had time to upload it to my computer or edit that video. I do want to incorporate different types of videos on my channel. I just haven't had a chance to do that yet. So I joined this new gym. I had a membership at a regular gym, like an open gym, and I wasn't going, and the gym is literally down the street from my house. It was so close. I had childcare and everything, but every time I would go, my daughter would literally cry, and it just wasn't enjoyable going to the gym knowing that my child is gonna cry the entire time. So I just dreaded going to the gym, and I could wake up, you know, super early and go, but honestly, I'm just not an early morning person. Although I do have to get up super early for work, and when I have to, I will, but when I don't have to, I don't like to. So normally I just wake up when my daughter wakes up. Once in a while, I will wake up before her, but for the most part, I'm just not a morning person. So when I get up for work, I usually get up around 5:30, but on a regular day, I get up around 7, maybe sometimes 8. Depends how long my daughter sleeps in, but she's usually around 7 to 8. Riser. Just gonna kind of go over this with a sponge. This is not wet, and I don't want to have to go wet it, so I'm just gonna kind of shear this out a little bit, because that is too much product that I put on my face. So I canceled my membership at my regular gym. I wasn't feeling it. Every time I would go, I was like in a rush to get out of there. I didn't know what to do. I honestly don't like working out with men. Kind of prefer like an all women's gym, which it's very rare to find those, I feel. The gym that I joined is called Burn Boot Camp. I've been going since January. They opened a new location near me in January, and they had limited spots for a 30-day free trial, and I thought that was the perfect opportunity to try it. So I signed up for the free trial. I signed up for the free trial and got in, and so I got to experience that for 30 days, although I was sick for like almost 2 weeks of that, which kind of stunk. But after doing that, I really just wanted to join, but it was so expensive compared to my regular membership. My regular membership at my other gym was I think it was like $38 with childcare, and I just wasn't going, so honestly it wasn't worth it. But this gym, I knew that I would go. So it's basically 45-minute high impact workouts, and there's a personal trainer that teaches the classes. It's all women, except for the last 2 classes of the evening are co-ed, but it does include childcare, and like it's a small gym. It's not free weights. It's basically just classes, and it's just a bunch of women empowering each other, and I really like the personal trainer. There's like a few different instructors, but pretty much mainly just 2, which I really like because it's not somebody different all the time. They also provide like nutrition advice, and they will take your body measurements and your body fat percentage, and you can go over your goals. So it's kind of like having a personal trainer along with your membership, which is really nice. So I got like a discount because I was part of the free trial, and if you decided to sign up within, I think it was like 2 weeks after the free trial, you could get a discount. So I actually let those 2 weeks pass, and I think it was the next day I actually emailed them and was like, I'm a day late on signing up for the discount, you know, will you make an exception? And they said absolutely. So I'm really happy that I joined because I pay $109 a month for an 18-month contract. The longer the contract, the cheaper it was per month. So I just went with the longest contract, and I'm really happy that I joined. It is expensive. It usually is $129 a month, but I'm paying $109, which is incredibly expensive. But honestly, I feel like you can't put a price tag on your health and fitness, and I actually use this memberships. Like I've been going, in the beginning it was like I would go once a week, and then I built myself up to twice a week just because I was out of shape. And these are high impact workouts. So I would literally be sore for like 4 to 5 days where I could not move and could not work out. I just had to build up my stamina, and now I'm working out 3 to 4 times a week. And I have lost a little bit of weight. And last time I checked with the trainer and he retook my measurements and everything, I lost like an inch or 2, I can't remember. And I was supposed to meet with him again like maybe like a few weeks ago to go over everything again, because I was supposed to change some nutritional things in my diet, and I haven't met back up with him because I was still working and I just didn't have like a lot of time. So now that my schedule is kind of back to normal, I am going to be going back and meeting with him. So basically I needed to eat more protein and veggies and cut out some of my carbs. Not so much like fruit and stuff like that, but I did need to cut out my breads and sugars and all that stuff that I'm a carbaholic, you guys. I love carbs so much. So I've been trying really hard to change that. So I did start a new Instagram page. I do have one already. It's Krystal Lynn Makeup, and I basically just post like makeup flat lays or stuff like that on there. But I did create a new one. I debated about this, but I feel like I wanted to create one where it's just like I'll post whatever. So if you guys want to follow me on that, it's called It's Krystal Lynn. I will put the name down here. If you guys want to check out that Instagram page. But I've been posting like food that I've been eating, and so yeah, if you want to see more daily type posts, that's where you'll find me. So I'm going to use this Ulta brow tint in light just to run through my eyebrows. This for concealer under my eyes, I'm just going to use my Revolution Conceal and Define. This is something I use all the time and I love it. So I'm going to use this little Sonia Kashuk sponge. These are so great and I love this one, especially for concealer. So yeah, I'm just really happy. Like, I feel like mentally and physically I feel better because I've been working out and it's just kind of gotten my mind right. I do suffer from a little bit of depression, I feel like, as I've gotten older. So I'm going to use this powder. It's the Rimmel Stay Matte Mattifying Loose Powder. So yeah, I want to actually work out like 6 days a week. The gym is not open on Sundays. And the thing I like about this gym, as well as everything else I told you, like the workouts are high impact, but only 45 minutes. So I feel like I get a really good workout for 45 minutes. I'm always like out of breath and I'm always sore. So I always feel like that's a good sign. Like I always feel challenged. And they always say in class, like if you're not pushing yourself or challenging yourself, then you're not gonna see results. And it's so true. So I was talking about like suffering from a little bit of depression and anxiety at times too, which I never used to have long ago. But I do get like pre-menstrual, I think it's called diphoric depression. So I suffer from this depression basically right before my menstrual cycle. It's crazy. Like I just came to the conclusion one day, I was like, you know what? I feel like this is like a monthly occurrence, my mood, the way that I feel. And I kind of dwell on the same things every single time. And I always noticed it was right before my period. So I did go to the doctor and they did prescribe some medications and I didn't like one of them. So I stopped taking it. And then they prescribed me a different one and I did not like it either. So I just decided that I'm not gonna take medication because I don't like the way it makes me feel. One of them gave me really bad insomnia, just made me kind of wired. And I don't really wanna be wired and having lack of sleep. Lack of sleep will literally make me crazy, like literally make me nuts. For bronzer, I'm gonna take this Becca bronzer. This is the Sunlit Bronzer in Bali Sands. And I showed this in one of my recent videos that was like 2 months ago, but it was an Ulta haul and I've been enjoying this bronzer a lot. It's very light, kind of been into light bronzers. I just feel like I don't want to take medication because it's not like I suffer from this depression like constantly. It's only right before my period and I hate it. Like my mood totally changes and I just feel so sad and I have like crying spells. Like I literally cry about the same thing every month and I was like, you know, there's something going on. So yeah, I just went to the doctor and she had prescribed medication and I just didn't like the medications. And I know I could keep trying different ones, but I just don't really want to. I feel like working out has helped and I just try to snap out of it and get myself in a positive mood. But it's hard because your hormones are off balance, you know, during that time of the month. So, but working out has definitely helped. I feel like makes you more positive. You just feel better about yourself mentally and physically. So working out has definitely been a good impact on my life. Now when I don't go to the gym, I'm literally like, oh my gosh, I've missed 2 days of the gym. What am I doing with my life? So I feel like going to the gym is a must have. Like, I don't know how I didn't do it before. So for blush, I'm taking the Bare Minerals Gen Nude, that peach though. I love this thing. I have 2 of these and I don't know where the other one is. It's more of a pinky shade. I don't know. I'm using another one of these Omnia brushes. Oh, this blush brush is not even a blush brush. It's a highlighter brush, but it works amazing for blush because it's like fluffy, and so you get a nice light dusting of the blush on your cheeks, which I like. So could totally use this for highlight as well. And for highlighter, I'm gonna take the Persona Cali Glow Hider, and this one is in Laguna. So this is what this one looks like. And I'm gonna take another one of these Royal Nickel brushes. This is the Complexion brush. So this highlighter, it's pretty, but like, I feel like it doesn't pick up very well in this pan compared to the medium shade. I have that one too, but it's a little bit too dark for me. So I need to mix it with another highlighter that's lighter. I mean, you can still see it. It's just not super intense. And I just feel like it could be better, like the texture. I almost feel like it gets hard pan or something. It's weird. Go into this Baked Browns Dose of Colors palette. I'm gonna take this color right here, which is called Deserted. So I'm just popping this in the crease. So yeah, the gym has helped a lot and I just can't live without it now. I'm just really wanting to get in the best shape I possibly can. I am 37 and by the time I'm 40, I really wanna be in shape, like be in shape, probably in the best shape I've ever been in my life. When I was younger in my 20s, I used to work out all the time, but I also used to have more energy then, and yeah, so things definitely change as you get older. It's just like, if you start working out like when you're young, just continue to do it. Don't ever lose that. I just started working a lot more after school and I just kind of lost track of working out, and I wish I did not do that. So, but I'm trying to get back on track and I just want to be in the best shape I could possibly be in. Definitely need to make some changes to my diet, but I'm slowly getting there. And I am seeing results with this gym for sure. So me and Kaylee, I feel like we're always sick. Ever since she started preschool like a year ago, we have been going through so many viruses, and I don't know, we've just picked up a lot of germs and we're always sick with something, I swear. So the most recent thing I had was mono. Well, I shouldn't say that was the most recent, but one of the most recent things. So I developed this rash. From here up. It was started on my neck, a little bit on my face. So at first I thought, well, maybe I used something on my face that irritated it, because it kind of looked like a rash where a product would break me out in a rash, basically. My skin is very sensitive, so that's not uncommon. So that's what I thought at first, but it wasn't. I was like, well, I didn't really use anything new, so I was a little confused. Then it developed on my ears and all over my scalp. So my scalp was so itchy. So I was literally ready to jump out of my skin. Like, I could not stand the way that my scalp was itching. And I noticed my lymph nodes on the back of like my head. Like, I had 2 behind my ears and then like another one behind here, my occipital bone. Those were so swollen, my lymph nodes. It was crazy how swollen they were. I'm gonna take this BH Solar Flare palette. I've never used it before. And I think I'm gonna go in with, I'm just gonna go with this one right here. So after the lymph nodes were swelling up, I got these really weird like ulcers or sores in my mouth, but they weren't really sores. Like, it was just really red and it looked irritated, but it didn't really bother me. The only reason that I noticed it was not because it was painful, but because I ate something and then I felt like my lip was swollen. So I flipped my lip upwards and I noticed like all this red stuff going on in my mouth. And then the next day I noticed it like in more areas in my mouth. So I was like, what is going on? So I made an appointment to go to the doctor. Although one of my friends, she's a physician's assistant, and she was like, you probably have a virus. And I'm like, okay, well, last year I had some stuff going on with my thyroid and they said I need to check up on it. So I'm just gonna go to the doctor anyways. So I went to the doctor and she's like, well, your lymph nodes swell up like that when you have mono. She's like, if you don't have mono, like, I'll test you for that. But if you don't have mono, then it's just a different virus. And I was like, okay. And I was thinking, there's no way it's mono. Like, there's no way. And sure enough, they called me back with the results and it's mono. So I got mono. I don't know. I'm wondering if my daughter picked it up from school. You get the virus and then like 4 to 8 weeks later is when your symptoms start to show. So I probably had it for a while before all the symptoms were showing up. So yeah, I had mono. And then during that time, my daughter had diarrhea for 2.5 weeks, but she wasn't really complaining about abdominal pain or anything. So she had diarrhea for like 2.5 weeks. And then after those 2.5 weeks, she started vomiting. It was like a day and a half of vomiting. And I was like, what in the world? And her teacher had said that other kids in her class had diarrhea for 2 weeks as well. So there was something obviously going around the school, most likely a virus. I'm one of those people that I won't take, you know, her in unless there's like something extreme going on. Like usually when you come down with something, it's most likely a virus. Like she didn't have any extreme abdominal pain. She wasn't having projectile vomit like consistently. She was just throwing up. Like she couldn't really keep anything down, but then we gave her Pedialyte and that was helping a lot. So she had that going on. And then after that went away, like I think it was several days later, I ended up with that. So then I got that from her. And it's just been fun from there. When I thought we were getting better, my daughter, when I came home from work on Friday, I noticed she had a rash starting on the trunk of her body, and she's had one like that before and it was a virus. So I'm just assuming she has a virus again. I swear, like, we just constantly are getting stuff from her, getting stuff at school. But it started on the trunk of her body and then it spread to her extremities. And she doesn't have a fever and she acts completely normal. Even when she was having diarrhea and vomiting, she was still playing like normal. Like, it just doesn't affect her very much when she's gotten sick, which is a good thing. So now she has this rash, but she doesn't have any other symptoms. So I think she just has a virus again. So we're just waiting it out, but I've been giving her some allergy medication because she's too young to have like Benadryl or anything. So I think I want to deepen up the outer corners. So I'm actually going to take the Dose of Colors palette again, and I'm going to take brown on the end. So the other day, my daughter found a scorpion in her house. I was freaking out. So I live in Arizona, if you guys are not aware where I live. So I live in Arizona and I've lived here all my life. I've never had a scorpion in any of the places that I've lived, ever. And we've been in this house for, I think, 5 years now. We've never had any scorpions. And I think none of my neighbors have either. But I've heard of other people talking about it. Like, I have a friend that lives in a different part of town and she gets scorpions pretty frequently. And my sister-in-law has had a couple, maybe like 2 or 3 in her house. So we've never had them, and I just always thought we never would. Well, we did some yard work. We had our landscaper do some stuff in the backyard, and the neighbor had some stuff done to theirs as well. I don't know if that is what brought this one in, but maybe by disturbing the ground. So we were upstairs. I was in my daughter's room, and upstairs in the hallway we have wood floors. And my daughter was over in the hallway and she goes, Mom, there's a cricket. I want to show you. And I was like, okay. So I went over there and I was like, I started yelling. I'm like, that's not a cricket. It's a scorpion. Don't touch it. And it was pretty big, about this big. And I was flipping out. I got my shoe and I like smushed it. And I was like, paranoid. And I have these things called night terrors. Basically, they're always about bugs. I've had them for probably the last 10 years. If I see bugs, insects, anything like that, I will have a night terror. And I knew that I was gonna have one that night. So basically, I'm sleeping in my bed, and in my dream, I am in my bed every time. And there's always a bug in my bed or something. And then I literally, in my dream and in reality, I sit up and start screaming or jumping around, but I'm still asleep. And my husband is always the one that ends up waking me up because he'll grab me or start talking to me. So this has happened so many times in my life, and it's crazy. I just don't understand why it happens only with bugs. You can see an ant and I will have a dream that ants are in my bed, or a spider or bees. It's just weird. So yeah, in the middle of the night, I do remember it. A lot of times he will remind me and then I'm like, oh yeah, I do remember that. But I don't always remember it right away. I was dreaming that there was a spider web right near my bed, but it had a scorpion in it, literally like by my pillow. So I like sat up, still sleeping, and I was like, give me the light, flash the light, flash the light. Cause I wanted to see, like, cause it was dark in my room in my dream and obviously in real life, and I couldn't see and I wanted to see it. And my husband, I can remember him saying something like, no, it's not, go to sleep or whatever. And so yeah, the next day he did confirm that that did happen. Like, as soon as I saw that scorpion, I was paranoid that we're gonna have scorpions now. And now I'm like constantly checking the floors, checking my daughter's room. My fear is that I don't want her to get bit by one, clearly, especially a small one because they're more poisonous. But now I'm closing the drains and the tubs, and I'm like, how the heck did that thing get in here, especially upstairs? So I'm freaking out, and I'm just gonna be paranoid about that now. I hope I'm not rambling too much where it's like, ugh, they're gonna be so bored during this video. But I just wanted to let you guys know what's been going on with me, and I should be back at filming. But as of right now, I'm just kind of gonna post when I can, and I'm gonna try to get 3 videos up a week. And like I said, I'm gonna do other videos as well. And I do have quite a few videos that I want to get up. I have some more haul videos, and I have a fails video. I have empties videos I need to film. I have so many empties, you guys. I think I'm gonna have to split that video up. I don't even know if I should do those videos anymore. I just feel like they don't get very many views. And maybe I was thinking of just putting in, or maybe limiting the products that I show, maybe just to makeup or something. I don't know. What do you guys think? I can't decide. What other videos do I have planned? Just some reviews on some palettes that I have purchased. I have some PR stuff that's been sent to me that I want to show and talk about. And also like speed cleaning videos and like pantry organization. What else? I don't know, I feel like I have a little bit of everything that I have planned. So I'm gonna go in the Dose of Colors palette, and I'm gonna take the lighter shade right here, and I'm just gonna pop that under my brow bone. And I will try to still do my loves and letdowns that I started right before I stopped filming for 2 months. I was really having fun doing those, and then of course work took over my life, so I didn't have a chance to film those anymore, but definitely will. And you know, I thought about filming like late at night after my daughter goes to bed, but honestly, it's not doable, I feel, because my daughter does not go to bed early. She goes to bed at like 10 o'clock. And so I would be up till like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning filming and editing. And then by the time I get to bed, I would just be so tired the next day. So I'm already a pretty fatigued person, although working out has definitely helped with that. So yeah, it's not worth it. So I just prefer to film when she's at preschool. For my lips, I'm gonna take the Milani Amore Shine Liquid Lip Color. I have several of these, mostly all the neutral shades, and I love these so much. They have a really nice formula, and they're very opaque. All right, guys, that completes this little chatty get ready with me. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I missed you guys, and I can't wait to come back to film some videos. So I appreciate you guys watching this video and sticking around. I love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.